okay?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. All right. Good afternoon. How's everyone? Definitely appreciate you being here at the team meeting today. November 13th, halfway through the month of November. Before you know it, it's January 1st. It's December and 2025. I'm telling you, it's gonna go super quick. And I know I sound like a broken record, but the reality is these last few weeks left in the end are gonna go super quick. So let's make the best of it and get some deals closed. What do you say?
Yes.
Beautiful. All right, we're gonna change it up a little bit different. I was last week at the ALC clinic out at the Long Beach Pacific State office. And Gene Rivers was the instructor. And he was emphasizing the importance of really the culture of a market center. And really honing in on the opportunities as real estate professionals and why you chose to be part of this amazing organization and more so part of this office. And I commend and thank you all for your contribution, your leadership, and just being awesome individuals, human beings. So.
It goes back to you.
Oh, thank you. Well, let's go ahead and get started. Next slide.
I think for the food.
Yes. All right. The whole purpose of why you're a KW agent is some of the segues that we have is to build careers worth having, businesses worth owning, lives worth living, experiences worth giving, and a legacy worth leaving. Okay. If you put all of this together, right, what we do on a daily basis, we're in business to create amazing opportunities for our clients. But we're also in business for ourselves to generate a legacy worth leaving. Next slide. We want to be the real estate company of choice for our agents and their customers. Next. God, family, then business. I love this. Doesn't say business. Go back. Doesn't say business. Nat, if you can go back, please. Back. Going forward. Back one more. Okay, thank you. Doesn't say business, family, and God. It says God, family, then business, right? That's powerful.
Yes.
Very powerful. But it also resonates with a lot of us, right? On the importance of what we do. Next slide. Then we have our belief systems, right? Win, or no deal. Integrity, do the right thing. Customers always come first. Commitment in all things. Communications, seek first to understand. Creativity, ideas before results. Teamwork, together everyone achieves more. Trust starts with starts with honesty, equity, opportunities for all. Success results through people. I want to, moving forward, really embed the core values of who we are as real estate entrepreneurs. And the essence of why we have all of this as a reminder of who we are as real estate professionals and being part of this amazing company that we know as Keller Williams. Next slide. We are a training, coaching, consulting, and technology company created the culture and community where entrepreneurs thrive. Next slide. and to be the place where, again, entrepreneurs thrive. Okay. Imagine if you were to have this as part of your presentation when you go on a listing appointment or a buyer consultation, and you just go through some of the core values of what we have. Okay. It really just shows who you are, right? And these are awesome platforms that you can use as leverage to really showcase why you chose to be part of this organization, part of this company. Okay. So what I like to do is allow us to do this on a regular basis in our team. We just go, and maybe we can all say it together. Do I have your permission for that?
Yes.
You know, I love it. Okay, awesome. Thank you, Natalie. I appreciate it. All right, let's continue. Next slide. We want to thank our food sponsor, Heather Baker, with Caring Transitions. Is Heather here? Heather, let's give Heather a round of applause. How are you?
Good.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you again for the amazing lunch.
Oh, you're totally welcome.
Yes.
Oh, your husband, thank you.
I will. He went shopping. He loves food, so he did a better job than food.
Yeah, so tell us a little bit about your organization.
Well, I think I have a slide.
Okay.
I might have a slide.
Nat, do we have a slide for Heather?
I just wanted to say I really appreciate that your company puts God, family, then business. I think that speaks to the integrity and the caring hearts that y'all have. And I appreciate that. I'm a partner. My husband and I own Caring Transitions South Bay PV. Next slide, please. We are the largest national senior relocation and liquidation organization in the country. We have now over 350 professional offices throughout the nation. So if you have a client that wants to move to Miami, we can help them. If you have a client that wants to move to Boston, we can help them. We serve way more than 5,000 senior living communities. We do specialize in seniors, but we can move anybody. We can pack anybody. Next one, please. Our mission is to be the most trusted and compassionate national provider of relocation, downsizing, and liquidation services to aging clients and their families as they transition through the various life stages, providing peace of mind to them. We are about taking the stress off of you and your clients and their families. Next slide, please. Yeah, we're here to reduce stress for you and your clients. And next one. Your clients are oftentimes facing a whole lot of problems all at the same time. And you can see there's a whole lot of stuff on here, but one of the things they didn't put on here was loss of control. And that's what most of them feel the most strongly. And we've developed ways of working with them so that they feel they're still maintaining control of the process, even though we're getting stuff done on a timely basis. Next, please. We do senior relocation and move management. We can actually relocate anybody. They don't have to be a senior, but we have been specially trained, just like your SRES realtors have been trained to deal with seniors. We help them making their choices of what to move, what to leave behind. Usually our clients are downsizing, sometimes from 3,000 square feet to 500 square feet. So we help them make those decisions. What am I going to need? What am I not going to need? We also can do space planning. If you have a client that is moving into a house that you are selling to them and they don't know where to put the furniture, we can help them measure the current furniture, make a computerized space plan, give it to them, and if we're not their movers or managing their move, they can still hand that space plan to the movers, and the movers should be able to put the furniture in the right place. We manage the move. We are not movers because of liability issues in California. We are move managers, and we do pack and unpack. And Most of the clients choose to have us resell, which means put everything away. Hang the artwork, set the clocks, make sure the lamps are plugged in, make the beds, so that they can come in from a lovely lunch with their families and go to bed and wake up the next day and start living in that house rather than digging through boxes. We call that day one living. Next screen, please. We do several kinds of estate sales. Everyone is familiar with the traditional estate sales. That is, when we do a traditional estate sale, we will put the tablecloth out, we will make it look like a boutique. Your client will get a higher price, but we're not going to lose anything in time on that. We can also do something called a flash sale. No tablecloths, not a lot of cleaning out, putting the stuff out and giving a limited amount of time for people to come gather a pile and then haggle with us about the price. We also do picker sales in addition to our auctions, which are on the next slide. And we have sometimes where if you have a bunch of a certain kind of item and we know somebody likes that, we'll just call them. Next slide. Thank you, Natalie. So this is a picture of how our estate sales look. This lady had gobs of stuff. That's why it's so tightly packed, but that's what they look like. Next slide, please. So we do senior location, downsizing and decluttering. We can do that before you take your photos if you need us to. We do estate sales, online auctions, and charity auctions. We also can just do a cleanup. If they don't want to sell, they don't have time to sell, or the things they have in their home aren't really saleable, we can just do a clean out. We can do an estate inventory. Most of your clients won't want that. We can also do a cherry pick auction, which we would handle out of our warehouse in Old Torrance. If you need them to have the house cleaned out, but there are just a few things that are worth some money, we can take those out of the house and sell those and do the clean out so you can get the listing moving. Is there anything else? No. Next screen, please.
Just be careful with the camera behind you.
We do online auctions. We have our own platform, ctbids.com, and we have over 1 million registered bidders. That means they put a credit card down and say, when I bid, I promise I will pay. A lot of them are dealers and collectors. It's a nationwide thing. So when we put up your client's precious things on our auction, people will be able to see it all over the country. And they will, if it's a small item, we can ship it to them. If it's large, they're going to have to come pick it up. But CT Bids, I had a realtor who is from a different office, but she came to me and she says, I have this client and they're collecting all this Coke. They've collected Coke merchandise for 50 years. They have 2 warehouses full of Coke merchandise. It's through their house. It's in their garage. Can you guys sell this stuff? And I called back to CT Bids and I said, can you start collecting people, the list of people, our bidders who have purchased CT Bid or have purchased Coke stuff at our recent auctions, and make a list. So when this listing comes in, I can aim the items at those people and they will buy it. And they said, yes. If you have a estate sale company that says they do auctions, but they work with someone like Max Sold won't pay any attention to them, won't get the thing set up so that your client gets the benefit of our massive 1 million registered bidders. And next slide. We also do home cleanups. We leave it as clean as you see that. Vacuumed and broom swept so you can bring in your carpenters, your hardwood floor people. Next. And if you need any more information, there's some pamphlets out by the cookies. And we're here in town and we cover everything between the airport and the harbor. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Heather. Good information. Good to have as part of your arsenal of tools, right? How many times have you been on a listing where it's cluttered and someone has passed away, right? And all of this personal items is how do you get rid of it? There you go. You got a point of contact. that you can have your clients or you can reach out and ask questions. Okay, thank you again. Yeah, I believe she left all of the marketing material up here on the side. So Farah, if you want but next to the cookies. Okay, beautiful. Do we have Drake? Is Drake on the call? Is Drake?
Drake is on the call, yes.
Oh, Drake, my man, how are you? You gotta unmute yourself, sir. We can't hear you.
I'm trying to figure out how to unmute myself without having to hold it.
Drake, it's good to hear from you, my friend. How are you? Did he mute himself again? Drake, if you can unmute yourself and tell us a little bit about KW Military. Nat, can you assist him with unmuting him, please?
I can't unmute someone.
Okay, how about now?
Yes.
Oh, good. I know, sorry. Technology and old people sometimes, you know. Can you hear me okay, Simon?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Hi, everybody. Thanks for your time. For those who I haven't met yet, I'm Drake, and I'm from the Coastal Properties Market Center. And as a Navy brat, I am a proud member of the Keller Williams military community. So with Veterans Day now behind us, I'm actually here today to speak about an opportunity to remember the fallen, honor those who serve, and teach our children the value of freedom. So on this Saturday coming up, December 14th, an organization called Wreaths Across America will be meeting at 4,600 sites in all 50 states to remember and honor our veterans through the laying of remembrance wreaths on the graves of our country's fallen heroes, combined with the act of saying the name of each and every veteran's name aloud. There's going to be more than 2 million volunteers across the country who will gather to take part in this wreath laying. What I'm hoping that we can gather as a group from our region, come together, participate in this honorable event. We will be at the Los Angeles National Cemetery, which is that beautiful cemetery off the 405 right before Westwood. They are the eternal resting place for 10,000 veterans. There will be a short ceremony at 9 a.m. immediately followed by the wreath laying. I want to give you a breakdown of what these wreaths actually signify. So they're made out of evergreens, which is symbolic for longevity and endurance. The red bow is for their great sacrifice. The forest scent is for purity and simplicity. And of course, the circular shape represents eternity. You probably didn't know this, but each wreath consists of 10 balsam bouquets representing 10 special qualities. Those qualities are, number one, their faith in God. Number two, their love for each other. 3, their strength, work ethic, and character. 4, their honesty and integrity. 5, their humility, selflessness, and modesty. 6 is their ambitions and aspirations. 7, their optimism for America. 8, their concern for the future. 9, their pride in their duties. And number 10, their hopes and dreams that didn't always come true, but left them with no regret. So currently, out of the 10,000 wreaths needed, last I checked, they were about 1,500 wreaths sponsored. They are just at about 15%. So what is it that I'm asking for? Well, number one, I would be absolutely honored if you would join me and others in the wreath laying. To do that, scan the QR code, I believe that's on the left-hand side, and add your name to the list. Doug Natsuma from the Coastal Properties and I, we're actually going to create a game plan for carpooling, et cetera, once we have a better head count of how many people are joining from our region. If you can't make it, but would like to donate a wreath or 2 or 10, you're going to scan the QR code on the right side. Those wreaths will get added to the Los Angeles site, Wreaths are $17 a piece. This is a great thing to put on your social media if you have a lot of veterans in your sphere of influence. So as a reminder, we will be there to remember, honor, and teach. So I'm hoping that you're not going to say, I should have done that. What I want you to say is, I did do that. So any questions for me?
Any questions? No questions there, Greg.
Fantastic. So you have the QR codes. I'm hoping that there's a few of you that will want to come join us.
Awesome. Let's give Drake a round of applause for Drake. Thank you, Drake.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate the time.
Yes, thank you, Drake. Be safe out there.
Thanks.
That's amazing. That's so awesome. All right, well, let's go ahead and continue. Next slide. Just a friendly reminder, Coat Drive. I know, Mimi, you've contributed some of your personal coats to the office. Just a quick reminder, please drop a new or gently used coat donation here at the office between now till December 3rd is when they're going to come and pick up. So this is in regards to and honor Harold Dean Gerhardt, who tragically passed away. And it's an honor. She was also a real estate agent with the KW Calabasas office and is a dear person to many. So many agents knew of her, and this is a yearly event that the office does. So if you have any coats, jackets, sweaters that you can donate, please bring it. You have till December 3rd to do so. Okay. All right, let's continue. Next slide. All right, just a reminder, next Wednesday, November 20th from 12, in lieu of a team meeting, we're going to have a potluck, okay? Who's going to come to our potluck?
More food, huh?
More food. All right, I need a commitment, and Natalie has put this upon me that we need to sign up, okay? So I'm going to pass this sign up sheet, whatever you want to bring, okay? It's always fantastic to have the Thanksgiving potluck here, just kind of similar to the Halloween event. Let's make it a very awesome event next week. Okay, so in lieu of a team meeting, we're going to have a traditional potluck here. So I'm going to pass it on, and we're going to have Jim start with Les. All right, so any questions regarding the potluck next week? All right, let's continue. Next slide. Okay, it's Vanessa. Let's give Vanessa a round of applause. Vanessa.
Thank you for having me. I want to remind everyone that we changed our 6 p.m. Friday evenings to Wednesday today for our productivity program. I'm really excited. We have a lot of excited, motivated agents who are ready to get into production. So I wanted to also put a big ask to our other producing agents that, does anybody have a listing out there? How many listings do we have? Great. Well, if anybody needs help posting open houses, I have some great agents who are trained to sit the open houses. If you can email me, I would be happy to help set up. Or if you are open to having an agent shadow you, I would also love for you to volunteer your time in your open house to have them sit with you. So my information's on the South Bay Hub. You can go ahead and email or text me at my phone number given there. I'm happy to have someone help me sit your open house. So please let me know. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks. All right, next slide. Following up, Mr. Fred Howard. Okay, next slide.
I thought Simon was gonna steal my thunder today when he talked about Gene Rivers. Okay, because we have our ALC clinic, but there was so much information that was gathered on last week. That one thing that I had to do, I actually had to come and talk to my mentees, and I had to apologize. They say, what did I have to apologize? Because I always told them that the number one duty for a real estate agent, the number one, your most important duty is 2 words. It's lead generation. Right? But guess what I found out? Those aren't the most important words. The most important word is contacts. Did you catch that? If you're not making contacts, you will not be successful. If you're not talking to people every single day about what you do, it's going to be hard pressed for you to build your business. Many of you know, I did hair for 17 years. And every time I saw a woman, I looked at her hair and I said, oh, your hair is nice. I didn't care who she got her hair from done. I would say, see, quit laughing at me. I said, I didn't care who she got her hair done from. I always would say, oh, your hair looks nice. Why don't you give me a chance to do it? You understand? And now that I'm doing real estate, at the end of every conversation, I'm letting them know that I'm in real estate. Because you never want to be to the point where somebody comes to you and says, man, I forgot that you were in real estate. You understand? Yep. I have a listing now that's a probate. The attorney that's working for the family, I haven't talked to the family because he moved away in, I think, 2001. And the probate attorney told him, well, let us use our attorney, let us use our realtor. And it was like, no, I'm using Fred Howard. Now, mind you, we haven't talked, but we developed a relationship. And the attorney to him was like, well, are you sure? And he said, no, I'm using Fred Howard. You understand? So when you were talking about real estate, remember, there are 3 ways. You can wait for it, pay for it, or go after it. Waiting for it means that I'm going to tell everyone about my real estate business, and I'm going to continue telling them so that whenever anyone has a question about real estate, guess who they're going to come to? You. So make sure that the number one thing that you do as a licensed realtor is make contacts every day. And when you make those contacts, make sure you tell them that you're a realtor. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Don't be Clark Kent.
Let's give a round of applause. It's so funny because today we were talking about role playing about content, right?
Yeah.
I paused and had a conversation with a potential seller, but I told that person that I still got to go out and hit 50 doors, you know, the lead gen aspect of it. So kind of a reminder to what Fred's approach is. So thank you again. Thank you, Vanessa, as well. All right, let's continue. Next slide. All right, listing pitches, buyer needs and wants. Yes, good to see you, Marie. How are you?
Different point, the reason I'm still selling real estate is my clients from 20 years ago will not leave me alone. I can't
That's a good problem.
care. But I want to add to Fred's concept is when you do have a client, when you do have a deal, you do everything you can to treat that client like they're your best friend, your best parent. Yes, some aren't always. But those people will remember you, and this is a referral from someone that I worked with 20 years ago. So those are things that you got to remember too. Don't just like, oh, you know, screw the client I have right now, I'm going to go get 50 more. No, you have to work your clients like they're your best people, and do and make action like you would make them for yourself, your best people. So I have a brand new listing that just came out 2 hours ago. It is the most unique property I've ever listed in 23 years. It is a single family home in Westchester, so west of Lincoln, north of Manchester. It's a Playa del Rey adjacent neighborhood. It is a single family home, but it has a bonus room that's in back that could be easily turned to a very large ADU. But it also has two car garages. So I've talked to a lot of builders and investors that you can take that other ADU and make it a junior ADU. And they're both substantially large spaces. So it's 1.3, so right at that entry level cusp in Westchester. It's appointment only. You have to bring your clients in person. There's gonna be no mayhem open houses. So it'll be very popular because it's a great price point. And you have to see this property to really understand it. It's in a great neighborhood and you're just like, oh my God, there's a huge garage. Oh, there's another huge garage. And then there's a huge ADU. And I mean, it just goes on and on. So please, I'd love to sell it in this office. So bring them on. Okay.
Thank you. Anyone else? Yeah,
Okay, traveling to Thousand Oaks. I just looked at the most amazing Spanish estate for 5.495. It's a 4,500 square foot Spanish estate, 5 bedrooms, 5.25 baths, or 5.5 baths, on 50 acres. 17 of them has avocado ranch. Water tower, it has, I don't know, maybe a 50,000. I'm assuming, because it was probably 30 foot wide by 30 foot high. One water tank, it's on wells, it has 2 wells. The avocado ranch is on 17 acres, the house is 26 foot high ceilings in the family room, living room, 3 fireplaces.
Is somebody working the avocado farm and are they?
The avocado farm is not being worked right now. Matter of fact, the trees are dry, but they had an avocado specialist, they just need water. They haven't been watered. This is, somebody who was a realtor in our office, she just got a real estate license. And they took on this ranch, and it was more than what they could handle, and they were kind of misrepresented on what the ranch was doing. Anyway, to make a long story short, there were a couple of problems that happened, that I'm not gonna mention. But anyway, to save the property, they hired an attorney, and the attorney didn't do a job right, and to save the property, they had to file bankruptcy. So they really didn't have to file bankruptcy, they did to save the property. Therefore, I have their other 3 properties for sale, because when you file chapter 11, everything that you have goes up for sale. I have 334 Oliver, West Oliver, in San Pedro. It's a duplex, a 4-2 and a 3-2, vacant. 2-car garage on the back unit, owner's unit, which is the 4-2, and the 3-2 has a single car garage in the front. 334 West Oliver, it's vacant with a lockbox on it. We've been having some people, some KW agents hold it on the weekends. It should probably be open this Saturday and Sunday. And if
How much?
1.195. It's at a potential 6 cap. Listen, this is a bankruptcy sale. Here's how it works, folks. They decline the offer and it goes a certain amount of months, the bank ends up selling it. So write an offer. I have one current offer with a counter offer out on it now. Nothing's been accepted. The time expired yesterday. So I have no idea what the buyers, I have a call them right now. But it's a 4-2 and a 3-2. It needs paint inside. The rooms are red, blue, patriotic. White. Also, I have a vacant lot. It's been occupied by the homeless, so I didn't want to say that I give it to the homeless people. They stay there until they burn it down. So it's on 675 West Sepulveda Street. It's an LAR2 5,000 square foot lot. We have plans, but they're not approved for 2 units and 2 ADUs. I'm not sure how they're gonna get all those units out of, but they said it's possible. So also, I have a commercial piece of property right next door to the Wiener Schnitzel. It's an old Portuguese drive-through restaurant adjacent to the Wiener Schnitzel on Gaffey, 228 North Gaffey. That's for sale for $635. The lot's for sale for $559. Oliver's for sale for $1.195. And 2127 Olson, look it up. If you've never seen the Spanish estate like this, 24 foot high beam ceilings, The kitchen is amazing, the whole house is amazing, every bedroom is an ensuite. So it's very, very nice. It looks like one of those Calabasas movie star homes. So and it's just, it's really great. The home alone is worth probably 2.5 million. That's where I kind of capped it out at. But, and then there's 50 acres of 1,000, right next door to the Ronald Reagan Library.
Wow.
So this is valuable, valuable property. It goes on a private driveway, and then the other driveway is about 75 foot long, leading to the house. And then above that are roads going to the avocado. And then she has another 8 acres of flat land. Right now, they could probably build ADU. Somebody's looking at now a professional tennis player to build a tennis court. But
Anything else?
that's it. So those 4 listings.
What city?
That's in Thousand Oaks. Olson's in Thousand Oaks, and the other 3 are in San Pedro. So Oliver, Sepulveda, and Gaffey are in San Pedro. And the home for 5.495 is in 2127 East Olson Road. Thousand.
Awesome.
Sorry for the long, but the 4 good listings, and I will contact Vanessa if I need help with open house.
Beautiful. Thank you. Anyone else? Farah, we got it. 1 minute.
Sorry,
1 minute.
I took up all the time. Hurry up.
okay.
When this guy?
Condo in Long Beach, the big spin-off of Long Beach, going for, 579. It's available.
Beautiful. Thank you, Farah. Anyone else? Okay, awesome. Great inventory. All right, let's continue. Next slide. Believe we got Ben Shu with First American Title. Let's give him a.
And you're shooting today.
Thank you. Thank you guys, thank you Simon for having me here today. I wanted to give you guys a couple of quick stuff. Everyone look around this room. And I think everyone in this room needs to give themselves a round of applause and a pat on the back, because all of you guys here have literally made it through the 2 toughest years in real estate. Okay, we're coming to the end of 2024. Us as the First American Title, as a company, we're projecting for a gangbusters 2025. Okay, so we do think it's going to pick up, and honestly, just from around town, we are starting to see a lot more activity kind of start percolating already. Okay, so that being said, let's talk about you guys, all right, and how we can help you. So we are currently sitting down and meeting with a lot of our agents, and would love to meet with you guys to talk about your business planning and how to be more productive and get more business for 2025. Okay. There's a big push where it's going to be all about staying ahead of the game, ahead of the curve, being in front of your people, and automation. Okay, automation is the game. And coming into 2025, you guys all know about AI and ChatGPT, and having ChatGPT write our listing descriptions or whatnot. That is so 2022. Okay, literally AI now can completely automate your business, automate your social media, and help you automate your marketing. Okay, so we can show you some of the tools that can help you do that. The other thing that I wanted to talk about too is your leads and farming. Okay, so we actually did a audit towards the end of last year, and we'll give it about a year's time. Okay, you guys, along with us, every title company in the world is going to tell you, oh, we can get you the hot list, oh, the next best sellers, the next sellers, whatever. Okay, we actually pulled these lists about a year and a half ago, and we started auditing. Okay, and what we found, and our company is guilty of this too, because all of these hot lists and hot next sellers or whatever, they pretty much come from the same data source. Okay, and what we found from a year ago was that a list from last year, your average turnover for any given zip code in the South is about 3%. Okay, all of these hot lists were about, will get you a turnover about 5 to 6%. Okay, it's a nominal increase. doesn't really work, okay? Now, we've actually developed a formula that can take your people, your database, or any given area, and we can actually do, with our proprietary data, we can actually find you the real hot list of people with a turnover, real hot list with a turnover about 15 to 30%, depending on the zip code. And we've audited this all throughout the different zip codes in LA County, okay? And it's proven to have worked. The data, we have the data, it was there. So if you guys like to learn more, my information's out on the table, I have my cards, notepads. I would love to sit down with you and looking for a gangbusters 2025. Thank you guys all so much, and always appreciate you.
Thank you so much, man. All right, let's continue.
Thanks, man.
Next, we got Fernando. Fernando. Back to back to back to back, right? Just knock them all. All right, let's give Fernando a round of applause.
We brought some goodies to give away. Simon's gonna throw them at you, but before we do that,
Sugar spikes.
did any big news or anything happen last week? It was important.
Donald Trump got elected.
Exactly. Now, and also, there was a secondary big news for our industry that week. What else happened? What is that?
House, Republican won the
No,
House.
no, no. The Fed cut rates. That was the other for us.
The job,
Now,
the job.
with those two things, though, like I tell you guys in the past, right, with policy and direction based on the presidency and then Fed cutting rates. How come rates aren't down? Anybody have an explanation? for that?
Republican.
That has nothing to do with why rates aren't down.
That's nothing to do with.
Why do you think rates are not really cooperating with what's happening out there? Stock, well, that doesn't help in terms of rates, but it's great for the markets. Okay, so if you guys notice, the next day the stock market exploded up in a positive move, which is nice. But what is really happening, guys, out there, policy has to be, first of all, put out and go for a good, let's say, quarter or two before we see any results of it. But the reality is, the big elephant in the room, guys, the markets don't care about a lot of these things. They look at our national debt, our dollar, and I think it's 23% of our GDP is the interest payments.
What about the jobs,
On it.
the job rates? I thought it would go.
All of that right now is what's basically sort of holding back rates. And I do believe, though, that we should be able to get an improvement hopefully after the first quarter of next year, which I think will kickstart the year, or after the first quarter aggressively. As Ben said, we've been through 2 dismal years. How many of you have been in business in 2010? Okay, 2010 is what the sales of this year are projected to be the same as 2010. What happened in 2010 though? The housing market. Do you remember? The housing crash. Remember that in 2008-9? So 2010 was basically about 2.5 years into it. That's why sales are so dismal. And that's sort of the projections that we have, the real estate market has this year. Okay, but it is definitely, I don't care if it's Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, the MBA, everybody's saying it should surge next year, which is great for us. Hopefully rates will, pull back, and then, we'll see what happens from there.
Gotta get all these corrections done.
Any questions before we start going at it here?
All right, I'm
I'm
ready.
gonna give you the September CAR report. First of all, what is the state's single family median price? What do you think it is?
650.
Wrong. Next. Close.
850.
Okay, where's that 850? So I can get something. 868, 150.
That's crazy.
That's for the state though. Come on, that's statewide. That's not
That's
the
so
county.
crazy.
Now we're gonna get to the counties. I guess let's get right to our I'm just gonna go Southern California. All right, first of all, quick question for you. Let's start with Ventura County. Is Ventura County from August to September up or down?
Oh,
Wrong. It's down. And what do you think the median price in Ventura County is?
So,
525.
Okay, Simon gets to keep the candy because nobody's getting it.
725.
900,000. It was 965 though in August,
See?
the month prior. Right, so
No,
that
I
one's
don't
down.
want to keep the candy, so.
San Diego County. What do you think the median price for a single family home is in September?
825.
Raise your hands.
Right there, 1 million even,
Who said it?
right there. That's down from 1,010,000, so pretty much even, okay? It is down.
Oh,
San Bernardino. Down or up?
down.
It is down, okay? What do you think the median price is?
700.
625.
Whoever said 475 is the closest. It's 500. Riverside up or down? Down, you're right. What do you think the median price in Riverside is?
Good catch.
as of September?
500.
575.
Who said 650?
Here you
Right
go.
there, 625, close enough. Okay, we're gonna go to Orange County and LA County. Is Orange County up or down? Down, barely. Okay, barely, but like 2,500. Okay, 1,397,000 is their number. Now, our county, LA County, up or down?
Down.
Up. What do you think the Los Angeles County single family median home price is? So who's at 950? Okay, she gets it, she's close. It's 960, 370. But I will tell you, every single Southern California county, except for LA, went down. So that's what we telling you. I don't know why. It went up pretty big. We were in August, it was 919 and it went to 960. Pretty significant jump. Now, one of the things that I feel is skewed about the September report, guys, is that was prior to the Fed making their big cut, that 50 basis point cut. And the national mortgage average at that time was 6.14%. So it's really good, which I think skews the numbers a bit because I have a feeling that October and November are be as good. But we'll keep.
What's the going rate right now? 30-year?
The national average is probably around 6.7, 6.8 right now. But look at where it was, 45 days, it was 6.1. See the big difference? How quickly?
They're up.
We need rates to come back down into the low sixes. When things go into the sevens, I notice the market stalled up. But as it pushes into the mid sixes and low sixes and high fives, it starts cranking.
Awesome.
That's it.
Awesome. Thank you for now.
Good things left.
Good information.
See,
See.
It's actually all of the above. All of the above. All right, let's continue, guys. I have
Say yes.
6 minutes. 6 minutes. All right, next slide, Matt. All right, we're gonna go through stats. Well, let me reduce this. All right, this is rapid fire. Beverly Hills. This is the market stats for October. We had 76 new listings, 295 active, pending 27, 33 closed. Days on market average was 70 days. Price per square foot was $1,260. Your average sales price was $6.216. Your median sales price is $3.5. Next slide. West Hollywood. New listings 76, 209 active listings, pending 17, closed sales 29, days on market 66 average, price per square foot $963, average sales price $1.729, median sales price point is $1,251. Next slide. Santa Monica, 85 new listings, 223 active listings, 29 pending, closed 59, days on market 33 days, price per square foot $1.227. Average sales price $2.355, medium $1.995. Next slide. Brentwood, 68 new listings, 121 active, pending 61, closed 66, days on market 32 average, price per square foot $408, average sales price is $912, medium sales price is $820. Surprisingly. Next slide. Culver City, 16 new listings, 92 active, 20 pending, 26 closed, days on market 41 days, price per square foot $796, average sales price $1.137, medium sales price $1,045,000. Next slide. Pacific Palisades, new listings 31, active listings 108, pending 14, closed sales 16, days on market 36, price per square foot 1,109, average sales price 3,332, and medium sales price is 2.205. Next slide. Venice, 42 new listings, 131 active, 11 pending, 14 closed, 72 days on market. Average price per square foot is 1,244. Average sales price 2.574. Medium sales price is 2,065. Next slide. Next slide.
Play Vista. It is.
Oh, sorry. Playa Vista, New listings 13, active 29, pending 8, closed sales 4, days on market 39, price per square foot 863, average sales price 1.366, medium sales price is 1168. Next slide. Torrance, 93 new listings, active 149, pending 66, closed sales 80, days on market 30 days on average, 738 is price per square foot, average sales price 1094, and medium is 1065. Next slide. Carson, new listings 57, active 92, pending 28, closed sales 35, days on market 21, price per square foot is 557. Your average sales price is 824, 386, and your medium is 792. Next slide. Redondo Beach, 55 new listings, 141 active listings, 25 pending, 54 sales, days on market 34, price per square foot is 891. Your average sales price is 1731. Medium sales price is 15775. Redondo Beach. Next slide. Hermosa, new listings 20, active listings 49, pending 8, closed sales 14, days on market 33, price per square foot 1351. Your average sales price is 2.713, and your medium sales price is 2228. Next slide. Wait. Manhattan, 37 new listings, 91 active, 19 pending, closed 47, days on average 60, price per square foot is 1400. Your average sales price is 4336, and your medium sales price is 3.825.
Simon, can you go back to Hermosa Beach, just want to stand.
Nat, can you go back to Hermosa so Jim can take a quick
Good, thank you.
Thank you. All right. Next slide. Next slide. El Segundo, new listings 5, active listings 26, pending sales 5, closed sales 46, days on market average 25, price per square foot 816, average sales price home 1.943, medium sales price is 18475. Next slide. And Hawthorne, new listing 19, 47 active, 15 pending, 41 closed, 24 days on average, 733, price per square foot, average sales price 1,001,300, medium sales price is 947. Gardena, 39 new listings, 70 active, 17 pending, 30 closed sales, average 23 days on market, price per square foot 558. Your average sales price is 767, and your medium sales price home is 802. Next slide. Lawndale, 8 new listings, 22 actives, pending 3, closed sales 8, average days on market 23, average price per square foot is 777. Your average sales price is 847, medium sales price is 850. Next slide. Lomita, 12 new listings, 24 active, 6 pending, 21 closed, days on average 17, price per square foot 590, average sales price 815, 995, medium sales price 730. Next slide. All right, and that concludes our stats. Any questions?
Palo Verde. States, Rancho Palo Verde.
We'll add it.
Rolling Hills, add the peninsula, Rolling Hills and Palos Verdes.
Okay.
We need to
I'll let,
find out what's going on in the backside of one area.
Yeah, with the light, that's light.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. I'll make sure to get both of them assisted with the set for next.
Thank you.
Okay, awesome. Any questions regarding the sets? Okay, real quick, and then we should just go run into the calendar. What are you feeling? What are you feeling right now with all of these changes? Just wanted to get your thoughts. You know, have you adjusted with all of the changes with the MLS, buyer representation agreements, the new forms? Anyone? You know, end of the month, beginning of December, there's going to be some changes again. There's 2 changes every year. One happens in June and again in December. Okay. We don't know if they're going to add, take, delete, or implement new forms. We're waiting to see. As soon as I get copies of the red line of all of the new agreements, we're going to be presenting them through contract classes and also through our team meetings, okay? So just be on the lookout, because it's gonna happen.
So we're gonna have legal speak here again too. after the first-
Absolutely.
After the first year.
Absolutely. All right, next slide. Okay, next slide, coming events. Please, Mark Key, who used to be the CEO for International, will be hosting the Producers Mindset this Friday, November 15 at 8 o'clock. Okay, it's part of our segue. John Morris will be spearheading this Producers Mindset conversation with Mark Key this Friday. Next slide. Contract class this Friday as well, 10:30 from 10:30 to 11:30. I'm going to go diving deep into the disclosures on the TDS and the SPQ. So there's a lot of stuff in here that agents do not understand on the avenue and how to deliver and approach the conversations when it comes to seller disclosures, especially these two forms. So please be on the class here in person or on Zoom this coming Friday. Next slide. Headshots, we all know, Tuesday, November 19. Next slide. And a quick reminder, Business Planning Clinic, 2 locations. Here will be Thursday, November 21st, which is the following Thursday from 9:30 to 3 p.m. If you'd like to take it to tomorrow, Thursday, November 14th, that'll be at the Long Beach office, same curriculum. Okay, so don't think you have to go to one or the or both. It's going to be the same content, and the deliverance is going to be the same in both offices. Okay, so if you want to take it tomorrow, we'll be in Long Beach. If you want to wait till next week, we'll have it here at the office Thursday, November 21st. Please make sure to RSVP and get that count. Okay, next slide. And just a quick reminder, you're all invited, all of us invited to our Christmas party. It's going to be a little different than our traditional R10 event. We're going to have it in the city of Carson at the Carson Event Center, Wednesday, December 11th from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. It's a collaboration amongst the 3 offices. So we're expecting, over 250 plus people. So please make sure you RSVP. If you're bringing a guest, there's an additional cost to have a guest, okay? But it's going to be great. It's going to be fun. We're going to have some prizes. We'd love to see the presence of the South Bay office. Next slide. And that concludes our team meeting. Thank you very much. Please don't forget if you have PC